Hello everyone, my name is Will. I'm a local music teacher, and I'm here to give you some musical tips and tricks. I hope you all had a great 4th of July weekend. Today, I'd like to talk about how we communicate while we sing. The fancy word we're going to be talking about today is diction. So what diction means is basically just the way we say our words when we sing. We've already talked about vowels, making sure they're nice and open and pure. We talked about opening our jaw, dropping our jaw, making sure that we pick the right vowels, that we don't mix them up to get a muddy sound. Another large part of the problem when we sing is that we have to be more particular with our consonants. So, the way I would say a word is not the way I would sing a word. What do I mean by that? Well, pretty simple. Let's take the word today. So, how are you today? Sounds pretty simple, right? Today. If I were to sing it that way, you'd actually lose part of the word. How are you today? Not very strong. So what we need to do is we need to employ strong consonant sounds. So for like a T, we want T. So, how are you today? Then D kind of got lost, right? So we have to make D a harder consonant. How are you today? Right? Fantastic. So all we're really doing is we're making sure that our consonants are making a sound. What I like to say is that your consonants should be kind of explosive sounding. So there's a couple drills we can do to kind of get used to making our consonants sound nice and solid, and making sure that we have that really explosive sound. So the first thing is, ready? We're going to do T, K, P, D. T, K, P, D. T, K, P, D. Try that. Yep. T, K, P, D. Now what I want you to do is to do that 3 times in a row. Yes, you're going to make very strange sounds, and if someone is around you, they're probably going to look at you like you're strange, and maybe even laugh a little bit. That's okay. When we're learning and we're working on vocal things, we make weird noises, and we do weird things. They all pay off in the end, though. So let's try it again. So, tick, p, d, tick, p, d, tick, p, d. Good. So that's just getting the actual consonants going. The next thing we can do, let's try to add some notes to it, some vowels. So repeat after me. Ticky-tacky-too. No? One more time. Ticky-tacky-too. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to use a 5-note scale. It's one of the things that I taught you during the warm-ups. We're going to start at the bottom note and go up and then back down. We're going to say the phrase, the whole phrase per note. So it'll sound like this. Ticky-tacky-too, 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 ticky-tacky-too. You try it. How'd it go? It will take some time. Part of working on consonants is not getting confused with what you're doing and making sure that you actually get each sound out. The next thing I want to talk about is the endings of the words. You know, when we say things like, I like to dig, we just say dig. But the problem is, if I were to sing, I like to dig, it sounds like I was just saying I like to dig. You don't really get the G sound. So when we're reaching the end of words while we're singing, we need to add kind of an to it. So digga. So I like to digga. So now you know for sure I said a G. Now this isn't true for every single thing that you do. Again, we're really talking about basics here. I'm making sure you have a good foundation and a good place to start. The style of music that you end up singing and the type of venue you're singing in will change how you sing things. But anyways, let's go ahead and work on adding those sounds at the end of the consonants. Ready? So digga, digga, dig. You try. Digga, digga, digga. Yep. Digga, digga, digga. Good. Shall we add some notes to it? Digga, digga, digga. Digga, digga, digga. Good job. So, we're working on diction. We want to make sure the vowels are pure, which we've already talked about. We want to make sure that we can understand what you're saying by making explosive consonants and by ending the words in a way that makes sure that we know the word you're saying. The other thing about diction that we can talk about is really paying attention to the words that have two consonants, one right after the other. The way we do that is to make sure that we touch on both of them, but we don't actually like land on them. So even the word diction is hard because you have a C and a T. So what I don't want you to do is be like diction. So we spent way too much time on those consonants. But I do want to make sure that you make them both sound. I hope you guys have a great day. If you like the video, go ahead and click like, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or if you have anything you guys want to learn, go ahead and also leave that in the comment, and we can talk about that at a later time. Alright, you guys have a great day. Bye.